I'm excited for this. My goal is to get you excited about Randomizer Proto and have you play
I am excited about Randomizer.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Nice run.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
Things happen. It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just
Stream
telling
should
Proto
be-
Fuzz
should
that
be
we got
live
to
here.
see medallion stones and trials.
All right.
So I mean,
That's
the
true.
advertising was there.
Yep, I did all of them. All that was left was the final boss.
Just missed one tiny thing. It's no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
I just forgot to press one button at one certain time.
Advertising was there.
It's
It's always the
only-
water temple.
Yep, I did all. It's always the water temple.
Man, that or dang, that jump I should say in the trials, it was so good. It was so good, that jump in the foyer trial.
It's one of my favorite tricks to show off because it looks really cool. It's actually not that difficult, but it looks really cool.
I will say this from my point of view, 3D speedrunning, I could never do. It's so difficult, and I'm always so fascinated by 3D speedruns.
Yeah.
Mhm.
T2ID has been an adventure for me. My first game in 3D. It's something for sure.
I bet, yeah.
Isn't it your first RPG as well?
Yeah,
Pro?
it's my first game longer than 96 Exit.
Whew, dang, that's a heck of a choice there. Oh, I also want to tweet this out because everybody should be coming out for this.
Yeah,
one.
Sky,
This
get
is-
all your randomizer peeps in here.
Oh, I will. I will.
Okay, what did I wanna... Alright. Looks like the racers are starting their countdown. And pending some stream delay on my end, we should be off to the races.
Okay, let me get this ready.
Yeah,
for
there
you.
we go. They are all off. Sky, you have the restream of thingamajiggity.
Yep, I'm
So,
going to
this
pull
is
that
on you.
up. Alright, I just refreshed to make sure. Alright, so again, the sword is not shuffled in these flags. Totally understandable. Looking for a sword kind of stinks. So, let's see what we got going here. Lionel's on the second screen. Why? No, I don't like that. Nobody got
Fight
time for
me.
Lionel's.
Fight me!
No, be nice. So we have a really good mid-seeker at Help Me Help You for 40. Very cool. Okay, and apparently strange things are afoot at the Circle K as Leggy takes the candle. Great choice, great choice.
Yeah, but it's blue, it's not red.
I know. The red one's beautiful. Unlimited flames, good thing and going on here. So, all four people here are taking, kind of different routes here. Let's see what Meg's doing. Meg's going in the dead woods right now. I think Leggy's gonna be following Meg here, so that's good. Meanwhile, Tetra is actually going for the forest, while Kai is going for the more lake-type area.
Oh, I never
And-
started the timer.
And we got some Aladdin hype here in the Any Roads. I can show
Okay,
you
there's
the
a, there's a
world.
timer. It's about a minute behind.
And Kai, being really smart here, choosing to go to a couple of secluded caves here over the waterfall. Very good, because this is a tough part of the map to get to. Help Me Help You for 40 again. Very good. Very, very nice. We've seen the high secret also on Kai's end of the screen here. 98 is our high secret today. So that's just about average right there. Not too terrible. Not a poverty seed by any means. Oh, and sorry for the inconvenience here on Tetra's end. More sorry for the inconvenience. I'm like, come on, Moblins, leave our players alone here. No.
Please.
Oh. Hey, Garbanzo.
So, Sky, why don't you quickly run down what Zelda Randomizer is and what it's randomizing for the people in here that haven't seen this before?
Sure, absolutely. So Zelda Randomizer is everything you would expect. Oh, by the way, level 1 location here. Let me just make note of that in vanilla level 6. So we are mixing up all sorts of things from Legend of Zelda. The items are mixed up. The dungeons, I believe this is a shape type flag, so all the dungeon shapes are also randomized. Enemy sets are randomized because, you know, Gyptos don't belong in level 1, obviously. And you still want to accumulate all 8 pieces of the Triforce, Triforce of Wisdom, I believe it is. And you want to go and defeat Ganon, but you're going to need some essential components. We're looking for bow, silver arrows, most likely ladder. Those are the 3 essential items we're going to be looking for. And the cool thing about this particular set of flags that they're using is everything dies in 1 hit. It's really cool because a lot of these enemies are a pain in the butt, so I totally approve of that. And I'll be keeping track of the various types of items. That's Tringle 1, I call Triforce Tringles, for Megmacattack. They're in the lead. Very nice. So yeah, also the overworld's randomized. That's something that takes forever. We also have Leggy in level 5 right now. Let me see if I can back that up and see where that location was. I'm gonna have to pay attention to when Leggy leaves there. Very nice color layout to it in level 5. I like the colors.
Yeah, it's nice and chill. I am a fan.
Alright, there we go. So, oh wow, these vanilla locations here. So, level 1 is in vanilla level 6, and level 5 is in vanilla level 8. I am sensing a pattern here. So, strange things were indeed afoot at the Circle K for Tetra. And you will see a product of one of the flags in the upper left-hand corner here for Meg. This is what we call an ink blot. And this is one of the most unique features of Zelda Randomizer. And these flags, random shapes. And oh my gosh, is that a Betty White appearance? You bet it is. Betty White, we also lovingly call the White Sword. Everybody loves Betty White. Alright, so White Sword in level 1. Good deal, good deal. Also, things were afoot at the Circle K for Tetra, as Tetra has gotten the blue candle. Always a good thing. Level 8 has been discovered on Kai's side of the screen. Again, I will pay attention to where that is once Kai leaves. So, with no ladder, we call this the NSU room right now that Meg is in. A very difficult room to navigate with enemies aplenty. Gyptos dropping bombs, that's good. That means that the enemy sets and what their drops are have not been shuffled in terms of drops, so that's good. Means that enemies that you would expect to drop bombs will drop bombs. Not guaranteed, mind you, but we know that they do drop bombs, which is good. And we have an ink blot for level 8 on Kai's side of the screen. Holy moly, it's big. Name that ink blot, everyone. Looks like an elephant, actually.
Yeah, elephant sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Always a good idea to save, as Lucky did there. We do that a ton during Zelda Randomizer if we want to go back to start. Just so in case for some reason the console resets, it's always good to have saves frequently. And we have a hint. Sail over the water to find the silver arrow. Holy moly, that is a huge hint. That means the raft is going to be required for silver arrows, meaning that tells us a lot of things. The silver arrows are not going to be in level 9, and that also means that there's going to be a level in one of the raft spots. So really, really good knowledge. Also step over the water to receive the magic key. Not as clear what's going on there. That could be the ladder item, or that could be guarded by water in a labyrinth. So let me just record those 2 hints here. Alright, so as we saw, Kai has left level 8. I did not see which square level 8 was in, because I got all riled up in those hints. So, really wild start so far. We do have the boomerang in level 1, also lovingly called Lord Banana. So
All
we have
hail.
the white. All hail, indeed. So we have the white sword and the banana in level 1.
Oh, we have a magic sword appearance on Kai's stream.
Ooh.
So we now know where that is too, which is really nice. Magic sword can be hard to get in Randomizer. You have to get enough hearts for it, which can be anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts, Sky?
Yep.
10 and 14 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
But if you manage to get to that point, the magic sword can be a huge help, because we do have 0 HP enemies, but Ganon is not included in that, so that fight will be tough. And having the magic sword will help greatly.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where level 8 is, because I know Kai found it. I think it's probably near where Mags is. Tetra right now hunting for some bombs from some blue moblins. Tetra will discover that level 1 is going to be there, so that's always a good thing to find. Level 1 is always one of the levels you want to find first. Level 1 and level 8 both have 2 items apiece, so really important to find those 2 levels super early. Also, gonna be on the lookout for the Armos item. So, in one of the places in the tiles in the overworld where the Armos are, there's going to be a random item hidden underneath one of them. So we need to make sure we figure out which item is there. And Tetra picks up a Triforce out of level 1. Very cool.
Woo!
Tetra goes back in for items. Always a great strategy.
Yeah, one of the nice things with Randomizer is you know in advance how many items are going to be in each dungeon. Most dungeons have 1. There's a couple dungeons that do not change in the randomization that have 2. So you know those numbers and you just have to go find them. And if you can't, then hope it's not something you need.
I'm also very excited. Kai just performed a screen scroll on their side of the screen. So what happens is you're at the edge of the screen, you do a 1-frame tap, and that allows you to teleport to the other side of the screen. Kai pulled that off very well. Kudos to them. So we have a level 2 sighting here. Let's see where the location is real quick. Okay, so level 2 is near the river. So the trick that Meg just performed there is if you go in and out of a level, you can either open up a keyhole door or you can open up a bomb door. And there are different ways you can perform that glitch. If it's to the left or the right, you'll just travel 1 screen to the left or right. And oh my goodness gracious, Wizrobes. Not a good thing to see.
Uh-oh, looks like we found Uncle Wizzy's house. Meanwhile, Tetra has found the white sword, and it looks like Leggy has found the paper, which may prove useful.
Mm-hmm. Paper will give you the recipe to the Kool-Aid, which Link will need to fight Ganon. Oh my gosh, those Wizrobes. They do take 1
are
hit,
evil.
Though. They are evil. And just because they take 1 hit, don't let that say otherwise. These Wizrobes are still very tough. All players, to my knowledge, still have only a green tunic, meaning that they will deal 2 hearts of damage per blast. Not fun. So Tetra's still looking for those items in level 1. Well, level 2 here. I have my eyes specifically on Meg's screen right now just to see if we can figure out what the level 2 item is. The level 2 item could be on the floor, so there are times where players will go into level 2. We won't even know what item's there. Now, the level 2 item cannot be in a staircase. Those are guaranteed to be stairs there. And while Kai is exploring into Death Mountain, and don't ask what I want the paper for. On Leggy's side of the screen, very cheap potions here, considering. Not bad, not bad. Oh, and before Mike could get the ink blot, those Wizrobes are doing what Wizrobes do best.
Vegas, baby.
Mm-hmm. I'm always nervous to go in the gamble spots.
Yeah, the only time I use them in Randomizer is when it's close to start and you can just up A it.
Mm-hmm. Great strategy, too. We saw the up A strategy employed I want to say it might have been Tetris side of the screen. When you look up hints that are near start, you can get hints for free essentially. And we have a level 4 sighting right now.
Looks like we have an ice
Kai.
dungeon level 4. I am a fan of that color scheme.
Now let me tell you something, Proto. If Kai finds a really, really significant item inside level 4, Kai will be at a very big advantage because not a lot of players go to that part of the overworld until super late in the seed. So this could be very big for Kai early on. Meanwhile, Meg's still fighting the wizards, and name that inkblot, everyone. We have a segmented dungeon, meaning that players might have to use the stairway to get to the second end to obtain either an item, a tringle, or both of them.
That looks like, alright, you know from last night's Girls on Fire showcase, the wheelie bullet bill cannon in Super Mario Bros. 2?
Yeah,
that looks like that. That's what I'm seeing.
You know what? I wouldn't have thought that at first, but oh my gosh, you are right. Dang. I didn't see that. Oh, and the item in level 2 is the Power Bracelet, which will access 4 extra squares in the overworld. We also have a level 3 sighting by Tetra. The
And
ladder
meanwhile,
is in level 4.
ladder in level 4, that is huge for Kai.
Ooh. So Kai will have an enormous advantage.
And Kai has a tringle.
Wow. Just absolute wow. Kai has just, even though Kai doesn't have the most amount of Triforces right now, the ladder plus that Triforce plus the overworld location is such a big thing right now. I cannot even begin to comprehend how big of an advantage that is for Kai.
For sure.
So meanwhile, we're dealing with Gorias here. On Tetris side, Gorias can be also very nasty because the range on their attack is pretty big, much like that of the Wizard. And there is a Triforce inside of a Lake for Meg. We also have the level 8 sighting again for Leggy. And now I have level 8's location.
That is a lot of Paul's voice. Holy moly. It's
And
rabbit season up in here.
Another Triforce for Meg right now.
Another Triforce and a raft spotting over on Tetra's stream. We know from that hint earlier that the raft is going to prove extremely important in this seed, so that is very good for Tetra. You said Meg had another Triforce, right?
Yes, Meg had just acquired the second Triforce.
That puts her at 2, which is in the lead in Triforce count, but don't think that number is the absolute victory in this game. Remember that Kai has the ladder, which is a huge advantage, and will become important later in this seed.
But the raft is also a big thing for Tetra now, and I believe Tetra is the only one out of these four players that knows that there's a level in a raft spot with the silver arrow in. So that's also going to be big. Not quite as big as Kai's ladder discovery, but still pretty significant. And now Kai also enters level 3. This is big for Kai. If Kai gets the raft here and enters the dungeon within the raft spot, especially coupled with the ladder, this could be very significant for Kai. So let's see if Kai finds the raft as well.
Shoutouts to that pretty level 3 color scheme, too. Red, pink, white used to actually be the color scheme for my Twitch channel, until I moved into accidentally being trans flag colors.
I do like...
there it is! Kai has the ladder now. Or the raft.
The raft, yeah.
It's like the ladder, but it can go more water.
Tetra has just received a huge hint. We call that exceedingly good knowledge. Gleok lurks on Death Mountain, which means level 4 is on Death Mountain. Tetra now has the ability to potentially go find that ladder at some point. So Tetra also, alright, I have the location of that now. Level 3 and level 4 are both on Death Mountain in very obscure spots. So I really feel bad for the person who goes towards Death Mountain last. Death Mountain holds a lot of keys right now, so let's see. So I think Tetra might have gone on the wrong file, but I can't tell right now.
Looks like Kai has another Triforce in the meantime while I'm trying to rejigger these streams for less buffering.
And I love this coloring at level 6. Leggy is the first one to find level 6. And yes, Kai is tying Meg right now for 2 Triforces. But remember, Kai also has the ladder. I consider the ladder partially elite when the Triforce count is tied. So this orangey color that Leggy's in, level 6, this might be the color scheme that I have loved the most, and I think I've seen this color maybe once.
Nice. Meanwhile, we have shoutouts to Buckeye Speed Bash. We have a red candle spotted on this stream.
Ooh. We also have been provided knowledge here. The white sword item here is the heart container, which is kind of unfortunate because you always want the white sword item to be something really valuable, but not in this case. It's not going to play a huge role here. Oh, Manhandle getting the best of Leggy. Manhandle is a tough customer to deal with in these dungeons. So yes, the red candle appears to be, now correct me if I'm wrong, Proto, the red candle is the level 6 item?
Yeah, it was in 6, unless Leggy has left and found another dungeon since I looked away 10 seconds ago.
So, no.
Yeah, no.
Good. So, we have the location of 7 dungeons right now. There needs to be 2 more to be found. We know that one of them's on the raft spot, though. So, actually, that means we know where 8 dungeons roughly are, and we'll need to know the location of level 9.
Looks like Kai has found level 1, unless they've already been there. But it looks like they're headed in, which means they are looking for some stuff.
I was going to say, I wasn't sure if they had found level 1 or not, but if they are going in, it makes perfect sense then, because again, level 1 has 2 items. So, red candle being used by Leggy over here. Dang. Yeah, I see a little bit of buffering going on here as well.
Well, it looks like
possibly...
Leggy's stream is having some issues. I'm working on it, I promise.
Now, remember when I said before that ladder would be a big advantage? The ladder might be a key item here. Leggy appears to possibly have been blocked here by the ladder for the Triforce. We'll see if perhaps a wall can be bombed, but that might possibly be
Time to play Hyrule's favorite game, Find the Bomb Hole. Except we don't actually know if there's one, so...
Yeah, we don't know if there's one, but you never know. We'll see what the dungeon map provides.
Leggy is squaring off with this Manhandla, and round 2, she goes down.
Manhandla is actually guarding the Triforce here. Well, the ladder and Manhandla, so Leggy can control the Manhandla block, so... that was close. I'm gonna refresh. We need to get these players some rings here, some armor.
Looks like Mega has found the wand. Which
level 5's item is the wand.
Will prove useful, whether or not it is a boomstick, I am not sure.
I actually am not sure if boomstick is enabled in these seeds.
Yeah.
But if you see any of these players pick up the book, that means that the boomstick is a thing. And the book normally creates... Book plus wand normally creates fire, but book plus wand in a boomstick seed means that you're going to have access to infinite bombs. So the Triforce is not ladder protected as Leggy grabs the 3rd Triforce.
We have a report in chat that it is a boomstick seed. So...
Sorry. Leggy is on the board, excuse me, with 1, and we have the location level 6 here, I'm gonna note.
Oh. Poor Kai tried to rush in around those dark nuts and couldn't quite make it.
So here's an update here. Level 7 has the silver arrows by process of elimination because of the hint. And remember that will be on one of the 2 raft spots. So again, just looking for level 9 at this point. Here comes Tetra with the raft. This will tell us the location of level 7 if it's not here, and it is here. Silver arrows are in level 7 in that raft spot. So, This is a very interesting assortment of dungeon locations.
For sure, yeah. Oh, and we have a Tringle for Meg, putting her up at 3 and in the lead on Triforce count.
Mm-hmm. Leggy has also grabbed 1 Triforce, so don't count Leggy out quite yet either. And there's another Triforce for Meg. I think Proto just said that, putting Meg at 3. Am I still behind? Oh, that's what it was. There we go. Gleeok returns with a magic shield. That means the shield is one of the level 8 items with Proto. Guess what? Boomstick's in this seed.
Oh, baby.
Woo!
This should be fun.
So yes, Boomstick is a thing in this seed. Look out for it. Boomstick is a huge advantage.
But as we have heard, Boomstick is 216 rupees, which is a lot of money for these players to try and store up, especially when they don't necessarily know that they're saving up for it.
And apparently Fraggle Rock is an entrance to death. Alright, so we already knew that the power bracelet was in level 2. Oh, apparently Kai has 3 Triforces.
Yeah, I probably forgot to update it. I'm doing my best here.
No, you're doing well. You're doing well. It's hard to keep track of all 4 of these at the same time, for sure.
Meg has found the red candle, which is gonna be nice and useful for her, I'm sure. And we have an appearance of, I believe this is the fake Lord Banana, or is this a legit one?
That's the legit one.
That is the legit one. Then all hail Lord Banana.
All hail. Yeah, the blue one is the one that's very difficult to control. We call it Scrap Metal or the inferior model, but for all, for technical names, it is the magical boomerang. Not sure what's so magical about the magical boomerang.
And there is a Triforce for Meg.
Woo! Meg and Kai, very, very serious business here with the competition. Both of them doing very well so far. So level 9 has just been found by Leggy. We officially know where all the dungeons are now. So to give a rundown of where the dungeons are, level 1 is in vanilla. Level 6, which is in the grave area. Level 2 is on the river, just north of level 1 vanilla. Level 3 is on Death Mountain. Level 4 is also on Death Mountain. Level 5 is in vanilla. Level 8 in the forest. Level 6 is in the forest Armos spot, in the southern Armos spot in the forest. Level 8 is on the coast, right to the right of Monocle Rock. And level 9 is in the Dead Woods. What an appropriate place to put level 9.
Ooh, level 5 has a leave your life or your money room. That is no fun at all whatsoever. Some second quest meanness.
Indeed, that's actually one of the few second quest flags that the Nightly Race uses, just because it makes things rather interesting. So the item in level 5, here comes the wand again. For Tetra, very important, because this is a boomstick seed. So there is one item I would love to know the location of right now, especially as a player. We know where the silver arrows are, we know where the ladder is. Where is the bow? Very important.
Bow is definitely something we need to find.
And here comes Kai with the wand as well. Ooh, it is a race to the boomstick, and Kai can actually almost afford the book. So the question is, does Kai know where the book is? And would Kai prefer the book or the blue ring? Personally, I would go with the blue ring. I really enjoy defense, but perhaps Kai has a little bit more of an aggressive strategy and we'll go for Boomstick. That'll be an interesting choice to pay attention to. Meanwhile, the game apologizing to Meg for the inconvenience once more. A lot of dungeon action going on here between Tetra in level 5 and Leggy in level 1. Oh, 6 blue wizards. Nobody's got time for that. Come on, Tetra.
Gosh. At least it's 0 HP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the white sword, if 1 HP was in turn on, you don't want to know how many hits it would take to get rid of all 6 blue wizards. Whew. The coast item is potentially the magic key. Potentially. I actually don't think we've seen the coast item yet. I don't recall seeing the Armos item either, but we do know the white sword item is a heart container. Speaking of heart containers, there is one for Tetra hidden amongst 6 blue wizards. Come on, Tetra. Ah, such a mean room. Such a mean room. So speaking of wizards, Kai is also in a wizard dungeon in level 5. A lot of wizards this time around.
Everyone's favorite kind of seed.
So I would say, other than bow, these players will want to find bow first. The next thing most players will want is armor at some point, because this seems to be a very, even though they're at 1 HP, this is still a pretty heavy combat seed when you don't have any kind of defense. So remember, the blue ring, if they were to buy it, halves the amount of damage you'll take from enemies. If they were to find the red ring, which can only be found in a dungeon, they'll only take 1/4 of normal damage. So definitely finding a ring, really critical at this point. We actually do not know all the dungeon items right now. So as a recap, level 1 contains the white sword and the boomerang. Level 2 is the power bracelet. Level 3 is the raft. Level 4 is the ladder. Level 5 would be the wand. Level 6 is the red candle. Level 7 contains the silver arrows. Level 8 has the shield. We do not know at this point what the second item is in level 8. And right now it is unknown. Obviously the 2 level 9 items are unknown. The coast item is potentially the magic key based on a hint, and we do not know yet what the Armos item is. At least I haven't seen it quite yet. Someone correct me if I'm wrong or if they've seen it. So if anyone has any other questions, let me know.
Well, there is a Triforce for Kai, putting them up at 4.
Kai and Meg, dang. Good competition so far.
And looks
sure.
like Meg is buffering again. Going Twitch. Good job.
Leggy does find the compass, though, which will help Leggy find the Triforce much more quicker. So I want to say, though, that Kai does have the ladder. I don't believe Meg has the ladder yet. Meanwhile, Kai heading towards the coast. Maybe we'll finally get to see what the coast item is. Here it comes. And yes, the hints did speak the truth. Not that it can't, but sometimes step over the water is a little sketchy. Kai has found the magic key on the coast. So
that is between Boomstick and magic key available on the overworld. These players are going to be able to fly through this seed with the proper equips.
So, Meg heading towards what would be level 3 once Meg finds it. Might take a couple more places to bomb, but Meg is very close to level 3. There's that red candle again. For Tetra. Meanwhile, is Meg gonna find level 4 and the ladder that lies with it? It looks like it, so it's only a matter of time before Meg will find level 4, but can Kai make more progress before Meg finds the ladder? Kai has found the magical key, which will help.
And we
also
have a Triforce for Tetra.
That would be number 2, I believe, for Tetra. say these dungeons are pretty spread out, just looking at my map right now. So Meg has bombed pretty much most of the other spots in Death Mountain, but
Looks like
Meg...
Kai has found level 6. Which we've seen other players go through 6, so Kai can get through it. They can put themselves at a huge advantage. Meanwhile, it looks like Meg has either found or is returning to level 3.
Nope, I believe Meg has found this. Level 3 is a much smaller level than level 6, but again, Kai has access to many, many more tools right now than Meg has, so...
Looks like we have a rope dungeon, too.
Yep, this is a Gorilla set, including ropes, or snacks, as we call them.
Snake. Looks like Tetra is exploring with the raft here, so let's see what we have. They're having a sale at Penny's, that's what we have.
Those expensive bombs, though. Oh, oof. So to give everybody an idea of how much bombs can actually cost, the bombs can cost anywhere from 1 cent to 40 cents. So dang, that variation, though. Tetra getting very close to a dungeon location. I believe that'll be level 8.
And has found it.
That's another triangle for Leggy. Leggy and Tetra both at 2 now. Still anybody's game here. This is really
looks
good.
like Meg has found the raft. Now, I don't know if she knows that she's gonna need it, but regardless, she has it, which is really huge.
Man, need that ink blot on Kai's side. Dang.
I don't know.
Maybe a duck?
Honestly, that was my first thought, so yeah, I guess we'll go with that.
A duck head.
Duck head.
We have a lot of animals in this seed so far. We have an elephant, now we have a duck. The recorder's the Armosime. Thank you so much, Jader. Appreciate that. So the recorder, again, for those of you who might be new to Zelda in general, the recorder will take you to previous levels where you have acquired a Triforce only. You need that Triforce to be able to return to that level. Now someone may ask, other than to get past an enemy dig dogger or to get under the lake, what else? Why would you want to flute back to a previous level? Well, if you gamble on an item, it's really great to just be able to flute back to it. So recorder's more valuable than you think it might be. Oh yeah! Very good, Proto. Proto knows all about that quick switch.
I got this stuff. I've played Zelda Randomizer 1 time. I'm all over this.
You're doing so well, Proto. So well. Another staircase for Tetra Lee in level 8. Level 8's big. Very, very, very big. You know, at least this seed apologizes before it takes your money.
Yeah.
I've seen seeds that say, you get nothing, you lose, good day. Oh, my goodness. So Leggy looks like
strength will save the princess.
Ooh, that is a good hint. I'm glad you read that. So that means that you will not need anything under a power bracelet spot to save Princess Zelda. That doesn't mean that there can't be valuable things under the power bracelet spots, like a take any or money, but you're not going to need the power bracelet to finish the game. So that's a great hint. And here comes the magical shield. We hopefully soon will see the second item in level 8. Hopefully Tetra will find that so we know what it is. But
it's like Leggy is back in the ice dungeon level 4, and there is a Triforce for Leggy.
And also the ink blot looks like a snack.
Snack.
It's a coiled up snack. And Leggy's like, on the other hand, you know what? Let me just grab this first. Upon seeing the blue dart nuts.
Vegas, baby.
No gambling yet for anyone here. Meg spotted the books for sale. That's actually really, really good to know. Thank you.
It looks like we have a skull room in level 8. And Kai has another Triforce just when I look away, putting them at the Triforce count lead of 5.
So remember, 8 is the magic number that each player needs to turn on. But remember, not only do you need 8 Triforces, you also need bow, silver arrow, and probably, I say probably very loosely, because it's sometimes you don't need it, is the ladder. And a bomb upgrade.
We have seen at least one spot where the ladder is necessary, I believe. I'm not sure if we decided that there was a way around that.
Bomb upgrade in level 4 means a little less than a boomstick seed. I would still totally buy it.
For sure. Yeah, I would say unless you know exactly where a boomstick is, then it is definitely worth it. Looks like Meg is also exploring the ice dungeon in level 4, and Meg, just as Leggy did, has found that Triforce, putting her tied up back with Kai at 5 Tringles.
It's gonna be a close race, especially
for
between
sure.
those two. So I will say now what the make or break portion of this is going to be, and this has been a very common trap that players fall into. Do the players gamble on the silver arrow? Level 7 is not a dungeon most players like to travel through to get an item because it's typically huge. I foresee at least one of these players trying to go into level 9 first, thinking that they're going to gamble on arrows in 7, and you don't want to gamble in this seat. As we would say, rip pockets. Don't gamble in this one. We also have not seen the location of the bait payment spot yet, so that could also make a difference. And here comes Tetra, finding the Tringle near Dig Dogger, but smart Tetra decides to keep exploring for a little bit, looking for that next item.
And we have a ladder spotting on Leggy's stream, which is gonna help her pretty greatly, and trailing right after, Meg has also found the ladder. Meg and Leggy are just tag teaming level 3 here, but it looks like they've now both finished up everything they need to do inside it.
Mm-hmm. They have quite literally high-fived each other, and what better to high-five with something than with a ladder? Ooh, got some nice bomb drop there for Meg. Tetra's still looking for bomb holes here, and good news for Tetra is Tetra does have ink flats, so Tetra knows exactly where to plant bombs.
Tetra is having no problem exploring, what was the name? The elephant dungeon in Breath of the Wild. It's been like a couple months and I've already forgotten all of this stuff. Was that one Varuda?
Yeah.
Varuda? Okay. Yeah. So we have Varuda in this seat, and only a couple dungeons away, we have Vaducko. Duck Dungeon.
Vaducko. I like it. No, but what's the name of the bird? It's still a bird.
Vomito.
Yeah, so that's what that is.
Truly, this game is just a weird demake of Breath of the Wild, so...
It's looking like it with all the ink blots today. You could have fooled me. So meanwhile... Let's see what's going on here. We have actually all but one person in a dungeon right now. Dang. Very nice.
And a Triforce for Tetra. Putting her tied up again on count with Leggy.
Meg is also performing some ladder clip action here. It's not an easy thing to do. For an ink blot. We're about to see level 3's ink blot. Let's give it a name. What do you think?
I don't know. What is that?
It's a Triforce.
It's a Triforce, indeed.
Breath of the Wild Lionels are way worse than Lionels in this game, but some of my colleagues here disagree with me who play this on a pretty regular basis. Yes, it's a cactus. Everything is a cactus. Very true. Okay, so can't quite try for Megs yet, but I don't think Tetra knew what was in that spot either. So now Tetra knows when to start trying for Magical Sword. And there is the white sword item as the game had prescribed. It is the heart container.
So it sounds like we've got boss yell noises on Meg's stream, because that's where our audio is coming from. Does that mean something?
Yes, absolutely. It means that there's a boss in either an adjacent room or in the very room that person's in. Boss spurs are more important in level 9, because that's how the players are going to be able to locate Ganon. Level 8 looks like a Vulcan hand salute. Well, dang.
Looks like Leggy has found the Pulse Voice room. It's truly rabbit season in level 8. I made that joke like 20 minutes ago.
I love the bunnies so much. Pulse Voice are cute. Lots of Vegas going on. Oh my goodness, look at that gamble that Meg took and it paid off. Plus 60 rupees for Megmacattack. And Meg's floating somewhere. I'm kind of curious. Meanwhile, Kai getting very close to finding the location at level 9, which will be very relevant later on. Always good to know where 9 is. So, Leggy, and as we have adoringly called it, Varuta right now. Very big dungeon. Level 8 is almost the size of level 9. That's how big 8 is.
Leggy weaving her way around those dark nuts to grab those bombs.
Mm-hmm. No armor still for any of these players. We found a boomstick location. I'm actually gonna mark that down. The boomstick location is right next to level 3. Will we be seeing library percent in the seed? Perhaps. No, there's no amiibos in this seed.
Meanwhile, Leggy has picked up a Triforce.
And Tetra is about to locate.
Get.
Leggy's catching up, actually. Tetra's also found the location of level 9. Knowledge is
We have 3, 4, 5, 6 Triforces on the screen here. Some organizational satisfaction.
Mm-hmm. Wait, am I reading this right? I have discovered something.
Oh?
Has Leggy picked up the Tringle in level 3? Because I think Goma might be blocking it.
I don't know.
I'm trying to see if the thing's blinking. I've never seen that before. I'm looking at Meg's level 3 map, and there is a red dot where the Tringle potentially is, but it's not moving. Or it's not blinking, at least.
What does blinking indicate?
If you find a compass, it puts a blinking dot on the map where the Triforce is, but it's a red dot, but it's not blinking. It's kind of interesting. Oof, those nasty Lionels. Yeah, I don't think we've located the bow, which actually, now that we know all of this, I believe the bow might be the second item in level 8, which the bow cannot be in level 9, to my knowledge. So, the bow is inside Varuta. And you can't go into level 9 without the bow, because again,
it's like Meg has picked up the book, and there was a ring in the shop also. Ooh. So she made her choice, the ring costing 250 rupees for the blue one even. But she has picked up the book, which means she now has Boomstick, so bombs are no longer her concern.
Thought you were gonna say bombs away, and I was going to chuckle.
Ha! I missed the opportunity.
I like
Dang.
the puns. Here comes another dungeon here. Can Kai find the silver arrows? Kai did find the ladder first out of everyone. If Kai could find silvers, oh my goodness, that would be amazing. Now remember, there is a mild chance the silvers won't be in 7 if level 9 happens to contain some kind of sailing hint, but I'm pretty sure the silver arrows will be in level 7 here, according to a hint bio the game. So, oh, compass right off the bat. Nice find for Kai there. I don't think anyone has found the bow yet.
Oh yeah, I don't remember seeing it anywhere, so... I don't think so.
But if Kai finds silvers here, this is going to be so big. Oh no. There appears to be a Goma blocking the way, but if I were Kai, I would try to bomb as many walls as possible to see if you can find a way around that Goma. There might be a way around it, which is good. There is
looks
a
like there
door.
is.
Yes, good. Good. Goma in the way is such a mean block.
And that was just a hint.
Likewise here, if Leggy in level 8 here can find a bow, that would also be huge right now. I believe the bow might be blocking the Triforce in level 3. And...
Kai is thinking about the bomb upgrade. They're thinking about it.
Kai,
looks like they're saying no.
Oh.
But you can always come back. Might be that they are hunting for Boomstick. We have another Goma block. Kai is trying to clip in here, but with Goma launching blue balls, that's not going to be easy.
Do you think they have a preference for offense or defense, Proto?
Kai...
Yeah.
In my experience, which I guess is plentiful on that end, they seem to like to take offensive strategies. So... I mean, as you saw there, they were rushing in, you know, not even worrying about the Goma, just trying to get that block clip. Kai has found a map, which means we have another shape to name here. To be honest, this thing just looks like the wall climber from Mega Man 6 and makes me angry. So let's come up with something else.
It kind of looks like a Dusk from Kingdom Hearts 2.
I don't know what that is. I have never actually played a Kingdom Hearts game. I guess I should get on that. Someone in chat is going to yell at me now, I'm sure.
It could be a ghost. You know, got the little thing trailing behind it. A ghost or a genie.
That too.
That's quite the Triforce sync plot there for Leggy. It's an interesting one. It's a Rhino Beetle.
Rhino Beetle. Go give that to Beetle. Unless that didn't make it into this demake.
Alright, it looks like Kai is going to give this another try. This clip is hard. It took me several months to figure out how to do this consistently.
Yeah, especially with, you get the clip and then Goma knocks you back. But getting whatever is hidden down here could be huge for them. Level 7, a castle with a lowered drawbridge. I can get behind that.
This has gotta be the silvers. And if it's not the silvers, it's a
Oh, Kai takes another death.
That. No.
But knowing them, they're probably gonna keep going for it, and it could be very rewarding for them. I'm sure by now, with how many Triforce pieces and how many equips they have, they are on to the fact that the silver arrows are still AFK.
Dungeon action happening on all 4 screens right now. This is one of the things I absolutely love about Zelda.
Meg blasting away with that boomstick. You can see just how useful this thing is. Meanwhile, Leggy has found the wand.
It's half the boomstick.
Tetra also has boomstick. I don't remember seeing her pick it up, but more power to her, literally.
Tetra also appear. I'm learning things about these players. Tetra does value offense over defense. I admire that. I really wish I could do the opposite, but I'm always just afraid of being killed so many times.
Kai is trying to get this clip.
Ugh.
Oh, they're in. All right, let's see what we got here. And indeed, we have the silver arrows. Mm-hmm. That is just extremely mean of this game, for sure.
Yep.
Oh, no!
Oh,
they took a death before they could grab them.
That Keith is the MVP of this game. Oh my. And there's the ladder for Tetra. I'm sure Tetra's very relieved to find it. Yes, it is. It's basically, instead of a fire, you're generating bombs with the magic rod.
And we have a Tringle for Tetra. So that's
we have a donation.
We do have a donation. Yes, it does have unlimited ammo. There's a reason the book is so expensive in this seed. Sky, if you'd like to read that donation off, or I can go grab it.
Oh, I can totally do this. I'm just gonna. I apologize in advance. This is a very long name. I like it. But we have a $50 donation from Mahu Shahu Jarus that says love, 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 love.
Rose! Thank you, Rose. The one and only Mahu Shahu Rose, a fellow magical girl in arms.
Yay! Thank you so much. And Proto, if you want to talk for a couple minutes here about what all this is for, that would be awesome.
For sure. Just as soon as Meg has found a Triforce, opted not to grab it. Looks like she's looking for items, but yeah, just as a reminder, we here at Power Up with Pride are raising money for the Transgender Law Center. PUWP is a yearly event raising money with speedruns, creative content, and other Twitch stuff for the queer LGBT community. Raising money for the Transgender Law Center this year. We broke our $2,000 goal last night, so now we are stretching to hit the big 3,000 with 2 more Zelda randomizers to go for the event. I'm hoping we can pull that off, and that will only happen with y'all's help. Meanwhile, Meg still has not picked up the Triforce piece in this dungeon, but she does know where it is and how to get to it.
What an overwhelming amount of support. And there is, I believe, Triforce number 5 for Tetra.
Indeed.
Tetra just barreling right back into this seed.
Yeah, she was behind, but she is catching up really quickly. The boomstick is incredibly useful for dungeon crawling. It is an extremely powerful ranged attack that works on almost any enemy with unlimited ammo, and it is just extremely useful. Meanwhile, Meg doing a little block clip there, discovers a staircase and backs out.
But Kai does have the knowledge that the silvers are in 7. Kai knows exactly where the silvers are, so that's still a pretty big advantage for Kai.
Yeah, did they grab them, or did they get sniped again?
I believe they got sniped.
Well, they know, and as long as they can find the bow, I believe they have the regular arrows already, which they could use to get to the upgrade. Mm-hmm. The Vegas, baby.
Without much difficulty either. Look at how much of this dungeon that Meg has explored.
Another room full of Pole's voice.
Oh! This could be a thing, Proto.
Oh? Tell me, Sky, lay it on me.
The bow might be recorder blocked.
Ooh, that would be...
That would explain.
This seed is really something. Recorder blocked bow in level 8. Meg now is the only player with the bow, to my knowledge. That is gonna be huge for them.
There's one downside, though. You would rather find the item Silver Arrow before bow, because then you'll be tempted to gamble in level 9. So I'm curious to see what Meg does with all of this.
Meanwhile, Meg has found triangle number 7. Leggy does have the bow. Oh yeah, I can see that now. Meg has found Triforce number 7 out of 8. Still does not have all the key items. I think with the locations of some of them, this is going to be an interesting seed to see how these players decide to go about it as they approach being able to enter level 9.
Well, I don't think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you can get to the Triforce in 7 without passing through that room where the Goma is. So, I think the silvers, I think everyone should be able to find the silvers, I'm pretty sure. Unless the Tringles before then.
I do not remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Kai and Tetra, though, pretty much neck and neck right now at this point.
They are having a sale at Penny's. Still probably not worth it if you're saving up for that boomstick, though, at 216 rupees a piece.
You know, and that is a wonderful point, Proto. Nobody has bought armor still. I'm going to see what happens to Tetra when an enemy gets Tetra, because does Tetra have the blue ring? Did I miss a blue ring?
I think she's been blue the whole seed.
Okay,
I think that's just the base for the character. Meanwhile, Meg has entered level 7, which could be huge. As we know, there is at least one extremely important item, and getting the Triforce in here would be her last Triforce, allowing her to enter level 9. It's like she's fighting some metal slimes right now.
I'm pretty sure Meg has found level 9 as well, so this could be a pretty good time for Meg, as long as level 9 isn't that much of a troll, and as long as level 7 cooperates for the most part. So many twists and turns in this seed. So to reiterate, the bow was recorder blocked. Level 7, which has the silvers, was raft blocked. I think there were at least a couple ladder blocks. I mean, this seed hasn't been the nicest to our players.
Looks like Meg is headed into the southern part of this dungeon, where she will find that this Goma over here is only blocking a hint.
And here comes another Triforce for Leggy. Leggy is also at 5 now. This is quite the race here. Leggy going back into level 2 to look for the item. Oh, Kai got triangle 6, Proto.
On it.
So Kai's still not that far off from Meg, but once Meg finds those silvers, things are gonna go probably quickly. Ah, Meg hit the old man.
Looks like Meg is trying to get this block clip just as Kai did. We'll discover the silver arrows. Oh, but Goma knocks her down before she can get in the door. Will she try it again? I'm assuming she'll give it a shot too, just like Kai did.
Yeah, Meg really doesn't have anywhere really left to go after this. I mean, I believe
looks like Meg has left the dungeon to come back later. That could be a big mistake and time loss on her part.
Perhaps Meg wants to find money to farm regular arrows.
This is a good point.
And there is another triangle for Tetra.
Oh, not 56. Tetra does not have 56 pieces of the Triforce.
So, What is Meg? Oh, Meg is doing what I thought Meg was going to do. Meg is going to be a gambler here. Meg succeeds in the gamble, and now Meg will proceed to purchase some arrows to help out with that situation. I think I know why Meg didn't want to clip again. I think Meg's just trying to save as much time as possible at this point.
Definitely.
So, Tetra again getting close as well. Kai is on their way to their 7th Tringle. This is also going to be close on Kai's end, considering all the knowledge that Kai has at this point. So, Kai knows where the silvers are. Has Kai picked up the bow? I want to say yes.
Leggy has an opportunity there to choose between Boomstick and Blue Ring. Chooses the Boomstick, like most of the other players. Once again, a little choice between offense and defense, and it seems like most of these players are playing the offense game, which, for a bunch of speedrunners, doesn't surprise me too much.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
So another really important thing to note here, Meg is actually the only player here who has not been to the coast, to get the magic key.
That could prove to be a disadvantage, but at 5 keys right now, she should be fine to get through level 7, and hopefully find her last piece of the Triforce. I imagine she would at least want to pay to visit to the coast. If not, hopefully those couple of keys she has can sustain her.
Yeah, I'm more or less just thinking forward to level 9 on only 5 keys. And I know 5 keys seems like a lot, but we've even seen a dungeon as small as level 1 take all a player's keys without even thinking about it.
Another Goma. That is 3 in 1 dungeon, and we have a $100 donation from Cosmo Critter. Thank you very much. That puts us above $2,500 and only $460 away from hitting 3,000 raised for the Transgender Law Center. Thanks all of you so much, and let's keep pushing towards that big 3K.
Thank you so much again for your donation.
Meanwhile, Leggy has found the raft, which, as we know, is essential for this seed. Don't know if she knows that, but at the very least, she may be incentivized to check now.
I don't think Meg picked up silvers. I think Meg passed right by that room.
Yeah, no, she did not go down, has not left yet, has not grabbed the Triforce, so maybe she's looking to go back and get it later. Looks like Meg has also found the inferior model in level 7. Meg, nabbed the inferior model on the way there.
Oh,
Blue boomerang.
Level 7?
I thought so. There was something on the floor.
Oh, those are just rupees. It was like a
Oh,
blue rupee.
it just blended in with the background.
It did. It did. It absolutely did. Yeah, and one of the ways you can tell that is the gorillas are actually throwing yellow boomerangs. So that's how we know that there wasn't something like that there.
Meanwhile, Leggy has picked up her 6th triangle. Only 2 more to go. All of these racers are kind of bottlenecking up here at the 6-7s, trying to find the silver arrows. We are going to have a very tight race in level 9 if this continues.
Yep, the magical boomerang and the red ring are in level 9. The person who finds the red ring in level 9, obviously huge for the fight against Ganon, so that should also be.
Looks like Meg is checking all of the stair rooms, which means she will probably find the silver arrows. Interestingly enough, passing up a couple opportunities to pick up some keys.
I'm really glad to see Meg go back. I really didn't want to see Meg go into
that would have been very painful. Meanwhile, Kai is in level 8, exploring Divine Beast Varuta. Oh, is this? No, that's the one Meg looked in already. And there it is. With the death of that Manhandla, Meg now has all 8 pieces of the Triforce. Looks like she is going to finish up exploring before she grabs it. A smart move on her part, especially with those silver arrows lying in wait for her.
The silver arrows are in the staircase that are the closest to the entrance. So a lot of these rooms look the same. That's where it gets a little scary because these rooms look so similar. Meg has been in every single room at this point. I really hope Meg doesn't confuse one of the staircases with the item staircase.
That would be very unfortunate. Meanwhile, Leggy also entering level 7 here. See if she can find that silver arrows. I believe Leggy has the bow, so she will not have to play the block clip game with Goma.
Yeah, in doing that, I think Leggy's actually gonna find. Well, I mean, Kai technically found the silver arrows first, but I think Leggy's going to be the first person to pick up the silver arrows.
Tetra has found another Triforce. Looks like Meg has grabbed the Triforce, which is not a good sign, actually. Really? Oh, no, she's going back in. Okay, let's see if she finds these silver arrows, because if she does not, that could be absolutely devastating for her.
I will breathe the sigh of relief once I see Meg pick those up again.
Yeah, really, I am, like, waiting anxiously here. Do not want her to miss those with how close and tense this race is. One minor mistake with major consequences, missing those silver arrows.
Tetra's very, very carefully inching up, though. This is going to be good, actually.
We have 3 players in level 7 right now, and Kai exploring level 8. Looking for the triangles. Leggy and Kai sitting pretty at 6, Tetra with 7, and Meg has 8. Meanwhile, Kai has found the bow in level 8, which, as we now know, is pretty big for this seed. Required to beat Ganon, extremely helpful getting through 7, and I think Kai knows what to do with that bow, because as we saw, they were trying to block clip against that Goma. After taking a hit from the Keese on their last successful attempt, I think they were just going out to look for the bow, and now that they've got it, I'm pretty sure they know to go back and check that out. Meanwhile, they have found the level 8 Triforce, which I believe means they are done with level 8, and at 7 out of 8 pieces of the Triforce.
Yep, and Kai knows exactly where to go and what to get, and there's the silvers for Meg. I think everybody
Meg has
here
them. We are all good. Oh. Now we're just waiting for everyone else to get them, but it seems like the players have established that they know where they are, or at least are on the hunt for them.
Leggy also finds the silvers. Here comes Tetra. Oh man, everyone's all bunched up in level 7 right now. Whew, it's gonna be good. Meg will have the advantage going into level 9, but everybody
Tetra
else...
snuck in with the block clip. Leggy trying to, and then going for, she's going for the arrow shot. Looks like she didn't go down the staircase. Is exploring the rest of the dungeon. Hopefully she remembers to go in there, because if so, she would be the only... Oh, wait. Leggy does have the silver arrows.
Yep.
Did I miss to grab them? Yeah, so I think that's... Yeah, that is everyone with silver arrows.
Yep, Kai and Tetra have just as much of a shot right now. I'm trying to figure out... Oh, Meg keeps getting bullied down to the raft spot. Those enemies can actually shoot you right back onto the raft spot, and you keep going back and forth. The game is such a troll with that.
Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to bow out for a second here for some event organizing stuff. Sky, I trust you on this commentary. Keep people informed, and I will be back soon. Hello.
I might have to make an executive decision. Okay, so the Speed Gaming A Link to the Past Rando Tourney Final is going on right now. And there's not anything after it. And Elm asked Feasel if we could get a Speed Gaming host. And we're pretty sure Like, pretty sure. So, I might...
Okay, sorry about that little interruption. Streaming and doing stuff is hard. Sky, you are back on stream now. I totally forgot that I couldn't just leave the call, because then you wouldn't be on it.
Oh, I was talking to myself. That's okay.
Looks like we have some level 9ers while I was gone. So sorry about that.
No.
Technical stuff is hard. Zelda. What'd I miss?
Oh, Kai picked up their last Triforce. So Kai and Meg are pretty much tied. Yeah, yep. So here we go, everyone. Buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be a close match between Kai and Meg. Tetra is, again, not far behind either. I believe Tetra might be looking for the bow right now. It is important to note, while the red ring is in level 9, the red ring has to be found for it to be a thing. So, both these players here have no defense. They are in basic tunic that is not fun to go through in level 9.
Meanwhile, it looks like Leggy has the 8th triangle, meaning she can get going to catch up with Meg and Kai. So we know she has the arrows and the bow. I believe she has everything else she needs. Now we just need to see her get there. I don't know if Leggy knows where level 9 is. Looks like she's warping with the whistle, which is a good sign on that.
And oh shoot, on Kai's side. Kai found the shoot room. So Tetra's still looking for that bow, and there's the bow room. Does Tetra have the recorder? Yes. So Tetra will be granted the bow here. Now the question is, we're still showing Tetra at 7, I believe. So what is the one dungeon Tetra's missing the triangle out of? Unless Tetra does not know where the last dungeon is.
I do not know.
So since I do not have the game volume on, y'all will have to let me know if any of you hear Ganon, okay? Let me know if any of them have heard Ganon.
Oh, I hear Ganon on Meg's stream. Meg being the only one we can hear on stream. We can hear Ganon a-yellin', which means Ganon is in an adjacent room. Now Meg just has to figure out how to get there. Is Ganon right here? Not quite.
Oh, that's the Patra. Yeah,
I didn't know Patras could do that.
Yeah, Ganon has a little bit of a deeper roar to it.
My bad.
No, it's okay. I used to confuse the two all the time. And there's actually an interaction where Patra and Ganon can actually overlap sound-wise, and it's really hard to distinguish between the two. So, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, Tetra's still missing one piece of the Triforce. Trying to catch up here.
So, lucky for all of our players involved, level 9 happens to contain a Guria set. Now, there's still going to be Patras in there, but that means Ganon and Patra are really the only threats in level 9, which is awesome. We won't be having a lot of Wizrub-related deaths. Always a good thing to see, to not have everybody go, oh my gosh, Wizrubs, Green Tunic, have fun. So Meg, back at the beginning of level 9 again.
Indeed, and it looks like Meg never got the any key, which could possibly prove to be a disadvantage. Level 9 is designed to strip you of bombs and keys. Luckily, none of these players are hurting for bombs. They are all boomstick equipped. But for Meg, keys could prove to be an issue.
So Tetra has returned to the dungeon where the last Triforce is. Tetra should be in level 9 fairly shortly as well. So right now, the hunt for Ganon and or Zelda is on. Now remember, everyone has found Zelda if they destroy all of the enemies in the room and a shutter door does not open. That is an indicator of Zelda. But Ganon needs to be defeated for that shutter door to open, so you need both pieces of the puzzle in this particular flag set. And Zelda has been located, if everyone will look at in the Meg side of the screen, that little blinking light is where Zelda's room is. So Meg now knows one piece of the puzzle. Meg will now have to seek Ganon out before Meg...
Another question, you know where it is, but how do you get there? Level 9 can be tricky. It's big, it is complicated, lots of staircases and convoluted paths. So having the compass is only one part of the battle.
Mm-hmm. So now we know the general location of Zelda. Actually, Meg is actually in that general neighborhood right now. But again, Meg is more or less looking for Ganon right now. Apparently,
yeah, there are some Ganon sounds, and Meg has found Ganon, knows where Zelda is. This could be huge. White sword and green tunic. So this is gonna be tense. I don't know if Meg has a potion.
I don't either. The Hyrule driver is worth 4 hearts, though, so... Oh, is this the
Meg
lock?
with that excellent 5 hits off stun lock there.
Oh,
Ganon,
so
smacked with the silver arrows, is down. Now Meg just has to figure out how to get only a couple rooms away.
Meg looks like opting to go left and then down, and I believe this is it right here. This is it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. No shutter door. Let's see what happens in the next couple rooms. Okay, let's try it again. Maybe this will be it. No! And you cannot bomb into Zelda's room, so let's see if Meg can head left. Alright. Zelda's room could be a magical staircase. We're going to look one more over to the left to see if that's... Oh my goodness. Bomb down?
Bomb down proves unfruitful.
Ooh. Meg can keep heading.
And you can't go under it. You may be able to sneak into the left. Meg having trouble pressing the down button with all the lag created by the patcher, but she can sneak through the bottom there. Oh. If she can get one room over, this could be game for her.
This is a mean way to hide Zelda if this is a double bomb entry. Nope.
Looks like no bomb holes, which means it may be magic staircase locked.
Oh my. What a twist. What a twist at the end of this seed for level 9 to do that. I thought it was going to be an easy Ganon Zelda, but not necessarily. Kai has picked up the compass as well. Ooh, things just got a little more interesting.
Oh, my bad, McClure. They're all in level 9, all with 8 Tringles.
What happened to Meg? Well, Meg has discovered that level 9 does not want to play nice. So magic staircase means that you need to find a staircase, and that is your only way to get to Zelda. You cannot bomb through a wall or go through like any kind of key doors to get there. So it will be up to whoever finds the magical staircase first. We'll see. I think Kai will end up finding Ganon soon.
I believe it's just one or
Oh.
two rooms over from here.
This could be it.
Meg has a staircase, and it looks like Kai has found Ganon's room.
Meg went back?
They are also unequipped with armor. So let's see if they can handle this fight. Kai taking a couple Hyrule drivers, and it's no good, but they know where Ganon is now and know how to get there.
Mm-hmm. And also, Leggy has found the compass as well. Now, you know what would be great if Tetra found the way to get to Zelda before everyone else. I would like to see that.
Indeed, coming back from behind. The hunt for the princess begins, although in most of these seeds, it looks like they are hunting for Prince Link. Tetra being the only one not playing as the princess herself.
Yep, Tetra likes to play as the lady merchant. Let's see where this staircase ends up going. Oh, no. No. I want to say this is a no. Yeah, this is the same place where Ganon was. I'm willing to think, if I were a betting person, I'm thinking northwest is where the staircase is that leads near Zelda.
Very well could be.
Everyone but Tetra with the compass, though. So close yet so far. This 9 is so mean.
This has definitely been a very challenging seed. Zelda saving Zelda is definitely a plot I can get behind.
This is the kind of level 9 that you don't wish on anyone. Magical staircases are very, very mean. Also, too, just while it's on my mind, don't forget, trying to get to that 3K mark. So please get those donations in. I think we have, what, 2 more runs after this? 2 more?
Yeah,
Zelda
2 more runs.
randos?
We have Zelda 2 Randomizer with Enchantress of Numbers, and then a race of Zelda 3 Link to the Past Randomizer, race of Elminster and Garbanzo Guy. 2 more randos to go, and only $460 to hit 3,000 raised. That is $1,000 per day raised for the Transgender Law Center all weekend long. Would be absolutely incredible to get there. And so the hunt for the princess continues. Looks like nobody has found the way yet. I believe everyone has defeated Ganon except for maybe Leggy. I'm not sure if Leggy did or not.
I don't believe so. Patra just giving everyone a hard time in this.
I mean, doesn't Patra always?
Mm-hmm. Keep looking at all these stairways here. And Leggy has found the way to Zelda, but can't get there, or cannot open up the door because Leggy has not defeated Ganon yet. Oh my!
So if Leggy can find Ganon, she could take home the victory. Coming up from behind, pretty much all these players are even right now, with Leggy knowing Zelda, not Ganon. Everyone else has Ganon down and is hunting and hunting. There is a snake in my boots.
This is so interesting right now. Oh my.
Indeed. This is literally anyone's game.
You can't ask for a better race than this. This has been phenomenal. Just the way how each player has come back, and now they're all just trying to find their respective pieces in level 9. Just don't blink, anyone. You're gonna miss some really intensive stuff here.
So, Leggy does not know where Ganon is. And as we know, Ganon is pretty close to Zelda's room. If Leggy can stumble into the King of Darkness's chamber, she could take this race home.
Leggy's got to be close to the point where Leggy can hear Ganon's roar.
Yeah, I believe Ganon was 2 tiles to the right and 1 tile up from Zelda's room. $25 from Zenison. Thank you so much for your donation to Power Up With Pride for the Transgender Law Center. We appreciate every cent. Thank you so much. Looks like Tetra, while we weren't looking, has found the red ring. Not the hugest deal now that Ganon is already defeated, but certainly will help with all of the Patras flying around.
Zenison, thank you so much for that donation again. We appreciate it. If Leggy can find Ganon, I hope Leggy remembered where Zelda was parked there. That's going to be very important. This is close. This is very close for a randomizer race. I mean, some random races can be very close, but this is, like, extraordinarily close.
Yeah, I mean, this is anyone's game. The hunt for the princess. Hunt for the king on Leggy's stream. Gotta put the last piece of the puzzle together. They found all the essential items, all the Triforces in level 9. Everyone has one thing left to go. This is Randomizer. It's just a question of who's gonna get it first.
Now, I don't remember where certain spots were on the map, but this could be the staircase that Kai's going into. It could be.
I do not remember.
I know it's not far from the staircase Kai went into, but that was not the staircase.
Looks like Kai has returned to Ganon. Hopefully they can take him down this time. They have a potion, basic armor though. Hopefully their aggressive play can carry them through this fight. Not quite able to find Ganon. Oh, no stun lock there.
Oh, this could actually be it here, depending on where the room north of where Meg is. Is that a viable spot? It is.
Oh.
Yep, that's it.
That is it.
So there were a couple staircases that could have been taken for this, but with
128, 27. Roughly. We started the timer a little late, so it may be somewhere in the 129s. Very, very amazing race for Meg. Finishing first. I don't know who has no mic audio. I'm gonna try. Leggy doesn't. I know Kai has mic on, so I think our only other option here is Tetra. Let me find Meg. Turn hers off.
No, my question is, how big of a role will finding Zelda first play for Leggy here, if Leggy can find Ganon? What a race, though.
Indeed, and still 3 players left to finish. All hunting. Kai still fighting to take down Ganon, I think. I don't think we were able to get him on a try while I wasn't looking. Leggy still hunting for the King of Darkness, knows where the princess is. Tetra hunting for the way to Zelda.
Discount GG.
Sky Palmel, HCO Hypecat, Sky Palmar for best emote combination. Kai is back in Ganon's room, meanwhile. Round 3, the battle for Hyrule. Looks like they're playing it a little more defensively this time. Can't play defensively when Ganon spawns right in front of you, though.
Kai is in all the right spots to perform a stun lock, so they know what they're doing.
3 hits there, with the white sword, same as Meg. That's a 4th. Looks like they're doing decent on... Oh, no! Took another Hyrule driver and could not quite bring it home.
Do you know if they have any potion, perchance?
They used it on their second attempt at the Ganon fight. I don't know if they saved before. Looks like they're leaving level 9, so I think they're headed out to get another one. I don't know how expensive they are, though.
I think
That
they should be
could
able to
prove to be
buy
an
up
issue.
blue. I think.
Yeah, Ganon in this game is a meanie for sure. Kai picking up a blue potion. If they play like they played last round, one potion should be enough for them.
And the question is, will they go to the fairy fountain?
Looks like it. Looks like they're making the smart decision here. Fighting Lionel is along the way. Kai visiting the fairy fountain. Hopefully they can carry all of those hearts with them. Don't want to get entangled with a Patra on our way.
Yeah, Leggy found the alternate way to Zelda, but unfortunately that will not take Leggy over to Ganon, so Leggy will have to go back.
Oh, and there it is! Tetra
Ooh.
has found the old man, finishing in second place. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna replace these Triforce counts with places. Tetra coming back from being majorly behind at the beginning, taking second place despite Kai's dominating lead. Leggy's still the wild card here. Kai working their way back to level 9. Screen wrapping across. They are on a mission for sure.
Yeah, Tetra came back against all odds and just did a very efficient level 9. Good, considering how early that level 9 was.
Looks like we are out of game audio choices, though, now. Since both Kai and Leggy have mic on their stream. So, for the time being, we will listen to some victory music.
Sounds good. Quite literally.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was a totally
Indeed, Tetra,
9.
and big congratulations. I don't know, I'm assuming you weren't, well, of course you weren't paying attention, that would be cheating. You were majorly behind at the beginning and came all the way back when you started, when pretty much all of y'all were in level 7, and took home the second place finish. Very, very good. Now, let's see what Kai and Leggy are up to. Looks like Leggy still has not located Ganon. Not quite in the right neighborhood. Taking another death at the hands of a Patra. Kai on a mission here. Storming back to Ganon. Oh, baby. We have Speed Gaming host coming in. Welcome, Speed Gaming kids. Zelda 1 randomizer action. Just to fill y'all in, right now, Leggystarscream is looking for Ganon, knows where the princess is. Meanwhile, Kai knows where Ganon is, hasn't taken him down yet, and then they need to go looking for the princess. Kai's back in Ganon's room with a potion and a white sword, so let's see if they can make this happen.
Round 4. Fight!
No stun lock. One hit, half hearts left. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6 hits total, filling up on the potion. A couple more hits and they should be good to go. And I think, pending a Hyrule driver, they should be able to finish this. There is one. Oh dear. Only a couple hearts left. Some bad luck could take this. Oh no. Kai can't quite pull it off. They only had a couple hits left. Which is really unfortunate. Leggy fighting some Patras in the meantime.
If either of the two players could find the red ring, that would actually be pretty big right now.
That would be huge. And we know the red ring is in 9. That would be huge for both of them.
If you have the green tunic, which both these players do, if a Hyrule driver, as we call it, if Ganon hits the player directly, it's -4 hearts, which is really bad considering the low heart totals that both players have currently.
You know, we would not deprive this stream of Zelda 2 Randomizer for sure. I know I'm looking forward to it. swapping things around for our speed gaming friends.
So again, both players have pieces of the puzzle. Now it's just a matter of, in Leggy's case, finding Ganon and defeating Ganon, because Leggy knows where Zelda is, and then Kai knows exactly where Ganon is. Kai will have to, unfortunately, look for the magical staircase, though. That will take Kai over to Zelda.
Yeah, Leggy is all over the place in 9 right now. If she can stumble on that red ring, that would be absolutely huge. She's actually decently close to Ganon right now. I don't know where every door is, so I don't know if there's a direct connection here.
Looks like a
there's a bomb
case.
down, so that is... I believe Ganon is in the next room to the right here. Which, if Leggy remembers to go in there, that could be huge for her. She's got a potion on hand, got a white sword, no red ring, but if she can have... If she can show some good fighting chops, she could take home 3rd place here. And just as a reminder for all the people coming over from Speed Gaming while Leggy fights Ganon here, this is Power Up with Pride. We are raising money for the Transgender Law Center. Last night, day 2 out of 3 of our event, we hit our initial $2,000 goal, and now we are pushing for $3,000 raised. Would be absolutely incredible to show this support to the queer community from this queer speedrunning, Twitch streaming creative event. Leggy struggling with that Ganon fight, but she does know where he is now. Still sitting pretty on keys, could pretty easily go get a red potion. And as soon as these two finish, we will be moving on to Link to the Past Randomizer, followed up with our finale of Zelda 2 Randomizer with Enchantress of Numbers.
Here comes Kai on the Ganon fight again.
Kai taking Ganon on again. They've got a couple hits in. Yeah, we do have a bid war going on for the validation chest. In Link to the Past Rando, Kai has quite a few hits in. Full tank of hearts right now. If they can just make this happen, couple more good stunlock hits. This could be it for them. There we go. Ganon is down for mxkai. They have found the last true Triforce, and now they just have to find the princess.
Now, even though Zelda does look close on here, and I'm sure Kai's going to try bombing all sides of Zelda's room, unfortunately, Zelda is not accessible through all the obvious places from where Ganon is. So they will have to find what we call a magical staircase, or a staircase that leads directly to Zelda and or Ganon, and that's the only way that that can be accessed. So we'll see. There's a couple different staircases that can actually go to in that direction, so hopefully Kai finds one of them. What a way to get blocked from getting to Zelda. Now, one of the staircases that Kai does need to go in, Kai could access the staircase. I want to say it's in the northeast area of the map is one of the magical staircases. The other one that Tetra found, I'm not sure where the second staircase is. I don't think it's too far off. So, Kai finding the ink blot here. Very good to know. You want to know in what directions you can access what.
For sure, yeah. Looks like they're still looking around close to Zelda's room, which, logical course of action, but as we know, that isn't gonna work out for them. Zelda is not accessible nearby. Meanwhile, Leggy is back after another unsuccessful Ganon fight. Headed back in with a potion and a couple hearts to spare. See if she can pull this off.
Oh, Patra's so mean. So, Leggy does have a potion. Leggy knows where Ganon is, Leggy knows where Zelda is, Leggy just has to execute at this point.
And executing in Zelda 1 is no small feat. This is a 0 HP enemy seed, but that does not include Ganon. And with the white sword that I believe all the players have, it takes, what, 8 hits? The invisible, randomly teleporting, laser shooting boss that is Ganon. So, Leggy is going to have to seriously execute with how she's equipped right now. And it is a question of, can she get it done before Kai finds the magic staircase? Because once Kai's there, it's game over. Leggy, upon Ganon defeating, still has to get back to Zelda.
Leggy doesn't waste time. She chugs the potion.
So no stun lock. And that is another life down the drain for Leggy. Unfortunately, she does not have the money to buy either potion right now. A blue or a red ring would be hugely helpful, and we know the red ring is in level 9, but neither Kai nor Leggy has found it. For Kai, it would be less of a big deal now, but Leggy, that could be game-breaking.
Tetra was the only one of the 4 players to find the red ring.
Indeed. Meg was able to take Ganon down with just white sword, green tunic. Kai the same. See if Leggy can pull it off.
Kai is very close, by the way, to where the staircase is. I want to say it's 2 rooms over, or 2 rooms over and then down.
Indeed.
All right, so I believe that it might have been down, actually, from where Kai was. But there is a second staircase. I'm just trying to remember where that second staircase was. That works.
Yeah, we know there are multiple paths, but finding any of them is a challenge in level 9 for Zelda 1. This level is huge and extremely convoluted, but Kai is hopefully almost there. Only so many rooms they can check, and they are in the right general area right now.
And again, for all those of you who have never seen Zelda 1 Randomizer, remember, Zelda will be found or will be accessible if A, Ganon's defeated, which I believe Kai has defeated Ganon. I don't think Leggy
Kai has defeated Ganon. Leggy has not. Leggy is grinding for equips right now, it looks like. Not a bad choice. At all whatsoever.
It helps that there is a gamble spot near start. So in order to farm money here, I believe what Leggy's doing is going to farm money off of a gamble spot. And if they fail, what will end up happening is Leggy will just up A and retry on the second controller. So those 10 cents are back. Let's see, is this the staircase for Kai? That is the alternate staircase. This is almost over. That is the second staircase. The boomstick saves all again.
And looks like Kai is taking third place here. Has found Prince Link, finishing up with a 145.03. Third place, which means Leggy is going to be finishing up last. But it is a question of how long will it take for her to finish up.
And GG to Kai as Kai takes the podium. So Leggy will probably end up going to the fairy fountain one more time. See if Leggy can take down Ganon. So
But-
Leggy again knows where Ganon is, knows where
voice on that
Zelda
stream.
is. Leggy just has to take down Ganon at this point. Leggy does not mess around. Leggy grabs the red potion, which means there's 2 refills on it. Leggy's ready to go. I think this is the run here. In terms of armor, this has been an exceedingly difficult randomizer
Indeed.
because the
Blue
temptation
ring
to...
is 250 rupees in the seed, and the boomstick book is 216, a little cheaper and more useful right from the get-go in this 0 HP enemies seed.
Yes, I believe Link to the Past randomizer is after this, so I know Link to the
We are
Past randomizer.
switching things up for the speed gaming kids, so we can get some Link to the Past next, and then finishing it up with Zelda 2. Leggy is back in 9. She is on a mission. She knows how to get to Ganon. She knows how to get to Zelda. Just needs to execute on that fight.
So I believe Leggy will be taking a pair of staircases to get over to Ganon, and then over to Zelda. Leggy knows exactly which staircase needs to be used here. If anybody does have questions about Zelda 1 Randomizer, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Alright, Leggy is in Ganon again.
Leggy's got this. Leggy's got 2 potions this time. I think this is it.
Mashing to try and get those stun locks. She was able to get 2 hits in there. Taking a high roll. Oh, didn't get a chance to use the potion.
What are the flags? This is a special weekly race. I believe regular enemies go down in 1 hit in this particular flag.
Yeah, it is a
set.
0 HP seed with boomstick, no sword shuffle, a couple
Shapes.
other... Yeah, shapes rando.
Mm-hmm. Dungeons are in random shapes. A lot of the more traditional Zelda randomizers like to use the same shapes. We do not do that here. These are very obscure shapes. Some dungeons can be divided into much as 4 and very rarely 5 parts, so makes the seeds very interesting. And Ganon and Zelda are required. Yes, there are seeds out there where Ganon and Zelda... Well, Zelda's always required, but there are seeds out there where Ganon is not required, which is kind of weird. Zelda Rando, though, can have a variety of difficulties. Some people would find shapes actually a bit more difficult than your average seed, so this race actually included shapes in it. Then there's some other really intense settings, like 1-hit KO. Rarely used, but those are fun races to watch. And also, sword shuffle can be very challenging, especially not knowing where the sword is within the first 10 minutes or so. Some of us have gotten sword in as late as 25 minutes sometimes, and that's just for wooden sword. Yeah, shapes is actually the nightly set of flags right now.
Alright, Leggy is back again. Ganon's room with a red potion, ready to go. Just has to hit him. Easier said than done. Looks like Leggy is not trying to time out the stun locks, but rather trying to mash for it. Can work out if she gets lucky. Definitely a riskier strategy, but if you don't know how to time it out, then that's what you've got to do.
Leggy wastes no time, uses potion 1.
And doesn't get a chance to use potion number 2. Goes down. Leggy is struggling, but she is going to keep trying.
Yeah, unfortunately, 2 full hits from Ganon, especially with Green Tunic. That's all it takes in this particular fight setup.
Is Leggy taking a forfeit?
I believe so.
Alright. So that means we will be moving on to Link to the Past Randomizer.
Well, I have to say, this was an awesome opportunity to do commentary. I always enjoy talking about Zelda
That was an
Randomizer.
absolutely incredible match, an extremely cruel seed, and some very, very talented play. In a second here, we will be throwing it over to Dorkmaster Fleck and Garbanzo Guy versus Elminster in Link to the Past Randomizer.
And thank you too, Meg, for playing. Grats to all our runners again. Meg, Kai, Tetra, and yes, Leggy. A lot of people would have struggled with that situation you're in as well. So shout outs to Leggy. That was still a heck of a seed. Like, there was a point where I considered you in the lead because you knew where Zelda was before anybody else. So you still did an awesome job.
Alright, I think that's going to be all for Zelda 1 Randomizer. In a second, we are going to be moving on to Link to the Past. Gonna throw it over to Dork now to get that started.
All right, thank you, everybody.